Scratch is an event-based programming language. Clicking a mouse is an event. Pressing a key in a keyboard is an event. Scratch can detect that and follow the instructions that coder has written for that sprite. As a Scratch coder, we need to have a good idea of handling events. Let us see events one by one. Let's go for events. When click event. As we are familiar to this click event, let's go for the next one. These blocks are called hat blocks because it has a hat shaped thing and it will be the first one. It will not fit to any other blocks. This will be the first one. The other blocks will be fitted to the below. This will not fit to any other one. For example, we cannot place here. It should be at the top. Only the other things will be fixed to it. So this is called hat blocks. Since we have seen many things about when clicked, let's go for the next one. When key pressed. So here we have a list of keys: space bar, upper arrow, down arrow, right arrow, and all the keys are here. So we can have anything. Well, let me have space now, and let's go for a motion. I'm going for a turn 15 degrees. Whenever I click the space bar, the sprite will change to 15 degrees. Let's see now. This is the key press event, and I can also change this to up arrow. Whenever I click the up arrow, the sprite changes. And the same way, we can go for any other keys and we can do it. The next event is when the sprite is clicked. This is the event when the sprite is clicked, the particular thing will happen. Let's go for again turn 15 degree. Whenever the sprite is clicked, it will turn to 15 degree. See here, I'm just clicking the other sides, it won't move. Only when I click the sprite, it gets moved 15 degrees. It gets moved by 15 degrees. Let's go for the next one. The next one is when backdrop switches to backdrop 1 and backdrop 2. With this event is whenever the backdrop changes, this will be triggered. Let me show you one thing. Again, I go for this. Here I can choose any other backdrop. Let me have this or bedroom. This is nice. Let me take all this because everything will be working. So whenever the backdrop changes, the 15 degrees will rotate. So the backdrop change, let me go for a click event. From looks, go for switch backdrop to. Whenever I click the flock, the backdrop will change to the other. Whenever my backdrop switches to the bedroom 1, my sprite will be rotate to 15 degrees. Let me click this. Backdrop changes and here also changes. Let me show the other one. Backdrop 1. When I click backdrop 1, oh, okay, it will be here, but my sprite will not rotate. Here, when I click, when I have a backdrop changed to bedroom 1, when this click event happens, my backdrop will be switched to bedroom 1, and when the backdrop switched to this, my sprite will be turns to 15 degrees. Can you understand now? Let's go for the next one. Go for events. This is very interesting one. Loudness. Here I go for sensing. So sensing, we have here the option we have loudness. If I have the loudness checked, here I can show you here it is displayed as loudness. Whatever I am speaking, the loudness will be recorded here. If my loudness is greater than 80, let it turn to 15 degree. So let me take this off. Okay. I'll show you how. Hello, hello, hello. So it is not going beyond 80. So it is not turning, the sprite not turning. Let me go for 50. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, can you understand now? And here timer option is there. Let me show you. Let me first stop this. Let me show you the timer. Just give timer, and I'll check this. I'll just take this loudness now. I'm go for the timer. Just check this box. You will get a timer in the screen. See, timer is already running. Let me have reset my timer. 10. Just reset my timer. When it goes beyond 10, it turns. Yes. Okay. If we have this in and loop, in and repeat loop forever, then it will be continuously turning. Let me reset the timer again. See, the timer gets 10, it's go on moving. Okay, let me stop this. Kids, I think you have understood about this. Let's go for the next one. I'll take this timer, go for sensing, as just check out this timer block. Okay. Next one, go for events. The next one is when I receive broadcast. As we have seen many things about when I receive message broadcast in a last session, let me stop here. Let's go for the next one. Hi kids, let's start our programming, an interesting one. Let me delete the sprite and I'm just going for a new sprite. Let me take mouse here and see, it will be same as all the sprites. Let me change the size of this mouse to 50. It is too small, so I'll make it a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to move this mouse whenever my in the direction towards my mouse pointer. So for that, just go for motions, then pointing towards. You have a block called pointing towards mouse pointer. So whenever I just click it, the sprite will change its direction to the towards the mouse pointer. Let's go for events. Have it in a click event. And go for controls, have this in a loop. Let's check now. It just turns where my cursor is moving. Then we can have some movements for this. Go for motion and make it move for 10 steps or 8 steps. Let's see what happens. Comes very fast. Nice. See, when my mouse pointer is over the sprite, it shows in this way. So to make it stop, what we can do is go for sensing and here you can find distance to mouse pointer. So let me go for operators. See here operators block is there. Just click it, and here go for operator. If my mouse pointer is greater than for a particular value, then my sprite should be moved. So just drag and drop inside it and make this to greater than some 20. My my here in the case it is mouse, my mouse should be moved. So I'm going for a condition. If conditions, go for controls, take an if block and just drag and drop here. If the distance between the mouse pointer is greater than the 20, then what should do? My sprite should move. Pointing towards pointer, let it be outside. See, now it doesn't happen. Can you check? So only when my mouse pointer is greater than 20, it moves. Okay. Let us give costumes to it. Yes, it has two costumes. Okay, go for code, looks, go for next costume because it just want to change its costumes. That's all. To give it a walking type motion. See? Yeah, it's good. Let's make it more interesting by adding other sprite. Just go for sprite list. Choose a cat. Here, you can choose it. And what it should do, my cat should go towards my mouse. So, not my mouse pointer, here this sprite mouse. Go for motions that you choose pointing towards. And here now you can see the mouse one. Just check this and give it for events. Click event and go for controls and take a forever loop. Just have this, and by clicking this, let's see what happens. See, it just turns towards the sprite. Then giving a motion for this cat, go for motion blocks, and there you can check this motion and give it as 3 lesser than the rat. It should take some time to catch this. And to make it more interesting, let's have some costumes for this cat. No costumes is there. Now let us give costume for this cat. Go for costumes. Here only one costume is there. We can create a costume now. Go here. Here you choose paint. So a blank costume will come. First here you just copy this and click this and paste here, and you just flip vertical. Click this flip vertical. So we get another motion. Just see here. Yes, I get it. So go for codes, go for looks, and now you give next costume. Now let us check. Yes, the costume is too fast, moving too fast. Let me stop. Let me let me give some wait events. Go for controls and wait for 0.05 seconds. 0.05 seconds. Let us check now. Yes. Yes, it's good. Let's make this speed to 5 now. Let's make a smooth speed. I'll give 7. Okay. Okay, if my cat catches the rat should say, "You caught me." So go for motion, and here go for looks, and here say hello, and you caught me. So go for sensing. Here you have touching the mouse. If the sprite touches the mouse, then you have to say you caught me. So go for controls and choose if then block, and drag and drop this here, and you caught me. Put this in an event and go for looping, forever looping. Okay, just let us see what happens now. You caught me. See, after moving also it shows a message, you caught me. So this is what the difference between say and say for 2 seconds. So let me have this for 0.5 seconds. This no need. Let's check now. Oh, sorry, I didn't change it. You caught me. If mouse pointer, not the mouse pointer, if the cat touches. Okay, please change this cat touches. See here, I didn't get any thing. Now it's giving message. Okay, let's make it more interesting by giving sounds to cat too. Just go for again sensing, touching. Let me go for conditions. If condition, if touching the mouse 1, what it should do, the cat should say meow. So go for sounds. Here play sound meow until it done. Okay, let me explain the difference between these two now. Let me go for start sounding meow too. Okay, and make it with an event and give this looping. Okay, let's check now what happens. Can you hear this now? It's giving sound which is non-stop. So we have to go for sound, play sound until it's done. Let's check this now. Nice. Let's have some waiting time, 0.5 seconds, and it will be fine. Let's check it now. Yeah, we got the structure, and just add a background alone. Just choose any backgrounds. So I have came for the sprites. Just go for background and choose a background. Here you can choose anything where we can have this inside a forest or anything that it happens in room 1. So let's place here and here the mouse. Let's make this somewhat little bit smaller, 15, and cat as 75. Yes, it's fine. Let's see now what happens. And kids, I think you have a great fun with this. In next class, something more interesting with the same exam, same kind of example, I'll meet you. Thank you.